Mark Mitchell.
Mr Speaker, thank you very much. I wish I had more time for this call, but I'll try to make the most of the time that I do have. I just want to acknowledge the Leader of the Opposition, Andrew Little, because I think that he is genuinely passionate about this issue. It's just that he's been armed with a very poorly written bill. I do want to address the comments that Materia Ture made, because she looks across the House at us and because we're aspirational, somehow feels that she can accuse us of actually not having any feelings for the people that are in these positions. And I just want to say that as a young man growing up, my parents bought our first home at 7 Morton Ave in Sunnyside. My dad had left the Air Force, and he was working 2 jobs to try and achieve a BCom. And my mum was working for Mill Valley and doing some seasonal fruit picking. We were in a small house. I had a brother and 2 sisters. We shared a room. The house was not insulated. It didn't have double glazing. It was cold and it was drafty during the winter. And that's right. And somehow, I don't know how, my mum found a way to keep us healthy and to keep us warm and dry. I remember the condensation forming on the windows, and I also remember clearly when Dad had actually saved enough to put our first insulation in. It was the old pink bats, and we helped him put them. We helped them install them in the roof and the ceiling. My brother and I made a fatal error because on opening the first pack, we thought they looked like fun to jump around in and roll around in, and we made a big mistake, and Mum spent the next 2 or 3 hours hosing us down with cold water for some relief. I'm going to back our minister, and the reason for that is because this government has already insulated 300,000 homes, and he's actually got a very good plan that's going to deliver a further 160,000 homes in a much shorter time frame than what this bill offers. And so, Mr Speaker, I want to acknowledge the Minister and the Government and the work that they've already have done. I'm the first one to acknowledge and say that we've got an old stock of rental homes, that we live in a golden age in terms of the products that are available now to be able to upgrade them and to be able to insulate them better, and we must be focused on continuing to do that. But I'm going to back our Minister on this one in terms of he's got a plan that's going to deliver that quicker and more efficiently than the bill that the member of the opposition has put up. Thank you, Mr Speaker.